Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Relationship Codes, and I am Coach Bowles here. Hey, look, my girl Kasha B is not here today, but she'll be back next Wednesday with us. And I today we're going to talk about three things you better not do if you want to have a successful relationship. Before I get into that, I ran across this video on Facebook that I thought was very interesting. So I am going to share that video today with us, and I want y'all to check it out, and we're gonna start it off with the video before we get into this point. So here we go.
This video should terrify you. She's part of an experiment, but she doesn't know it. You see, these people are in on it. So every single time they hear a beeping noise, they stand up. It only takes until about the third time before she folds and stands for no reason. Now here's where it gets really crazy. One by one, each one of the people leave the room. And now she's all by herself. And the same beeping noise goes off, and look, she stands. Now they bring somebody new in that was not a participant. Remember, she wasn't a participant. She stands up. At first he ignores her. He asks why. She says everybody was doing it, so she thought she was supposed to. He doesn't quite understand what's going on, but look what he does. He stands. More new people come in, and they all start to stand as well. And remember, all of this started from some fake ass rule that made no sense. And this experiment is exactly why you should think for yourself. This is how bullshit spreads. One person does it, and then everybody else follows without asking any questions. Then, it becomes the new normal. This is messed up because this is exactly how families pass down bad habits and how entire cultures can be built on lies. Critical thinking is so important because once you stop thinking, you're no longer living your life. You're just another sheep in the herd.
I thought that video was really interesting because it made me think about what type of things have we been programmed on. Do you even know what you've been programmed on? Like, why are you a Democrat? Because everybody in your neighborhood grew up a Democrat? Because everybody in your family grew up a Democrat? Why are you a Republican? Because your family is a Republican? Because everybody grew up a Republican that you know? I mean, or why do you choose to have woman on woman relationships? Because you see that that's an easy way to not have to deal with learning how to be in a male female relationship. You know, fellas, why you putting on dresses is because you see other people doing stuff like that, and now you're led to do that, and that's what you do now. Did that come from jail and what they doing there? I mean, why you don't have the money? Is that because you've seen other people not have money, and so you keep surrounding yourself by people that don't have money? And then why are you coming up with these different failing relationship formulas? Like, he's got to have all of this money and he's got to have all these things in place, when the whole purpose of two people coming together is so that they can treat their relationship like a business. Yes, with love in it. Yes, with fun in it. Yes, with romance in it. Yes, with success in it. But it just makes me wonder, what type of foolishness are we subscribing to that keeps us from having a successful relationship that we should have? What are we really listening to? What are we afraid of? So I'm going to put three things out there that you better not do if you want to have a successful relationship. And coaching point number one is, don't become aware. Just stick your head in a hole and don't become aware, because having awareness before you take an action, a lot of times we don't even know how to date. We don't even know how to select the right mate just based off of maybe what we've seen on TV. Okay, so now we attracted, so now we want to move down this path. Don't become self-aware. Most relationships struggle because people are operating in autopilot, or they don't want to put in any work, or they just repeating old habits and old patterns. And so just don't become aware of your own personal temperament. Don't become aware of your own strengths. Don't, keep your self-worth low when really you are high, but don't work on anything. Just follow what everybody else is doing, like them people did in the video. And just remember this: what you don't confront, you can't even change. And awareness is the first step to building anything if you want it to last. Now, I'm rocking chapter 60 in my life. I've seen a lot. I've seen a whole lot of loving relationships with couples, but I don't see that put on social media. I don't see that put on television. I see a bunch of madness and a bunch of mess, from professional relationships to personal relationships. I mean, I just don't get it. But I can tell you one thing I did run across, and I'm going to share it. So please allow me. And that is, I found this in the Bible. It says, what has been done will be done again. What will be done again. There's nothing new under the sun. Look, all of this mess I'm hearing about how you get a man or don't get a man, or prenuptial is this new type of way of dating and you put these things in place. Look, all of this polyfly, all of these terms. Look, where I come from back in the day when I was coming up, it was called pimping and hoes. And before then, in the biblical times, they used to call them concubines. But they try to dress it up with all of these new terms and try to make it pretty. Just like the one girl starts standing up, don't even know why, but she's standing up. You getting into different relationships, you don't even know why, you just doing it. So, coaching point number 2, how about if you want to have a successful relationships, just follow your feelings and let your feelings lead you around whichever way you want to go. Don't work on your skill set. Don't work on your communication skills and your conflict resolution skills. Don't get any training. Don't get no coaching. Don't read any books. There are people that have successful relationships, and successful relationships always leave clues on what to do. And you have to remember that when you working on tools that are led by your feelings, feelings might get the spark going, but skills is what keep the fire burning. Relationships are only hard because we don't have the right tools and the right skills, and it takes time in order to be able to accumulate those type of things. That's why if you young, if you in your 20s, if you in your 30s, if you in your 40s, and you not married, or you don't want to be married, or you scared to get married, or you've been hurt so bad that you're not even entertaining any type of relationship, it's probably because you don't have the right person that's older that can say, this is how you love. This is how you recognize when things are wrong. Here's how you deal with red flares. Because I have been fortunate enough to be surrounded by many successful, happy couples having a great time in life. And it does trouble me when I see other people wanting the same thing, but maybe they've been programmed differently or they just following a different programming. We all been programmed. I've been programmed, but I've been my programming that I've chose to follow is get money, love hard, and be happy and have fun. That's programming I choose. That's the programming I follow. Anybody talking to anybody cheating, and anybody got 3 or 4, 5 of this, or 6, 7, 8, 9 of that, or crossing the line over here, or letting madness in there. Hey, we can be cool, we can break bread, but when it's time to break bread, we're not gonna hang out. because that's not what I want in my circle. That's not the type of lifestyle that I live. And I just see the pain in people's eyes and they try to cover up with all this programming and all of this madness. Stop the madness, which is going to lead me to my coaching point number 3. Effective partnering for long-term processes is really about growing together, not growing apart. So don't focus on long-term success. Just focus on how you feel. Don't focus on getting somebody who you can match with, and that if they never changed, you would love them exactly the way they are. Don't do that. And don't worry about investing your time in yourself and building yourself and then learning how to love and then still be a successful single person that's moving into a marriage type of situation. Don't do none of those things. Just remember that couples, they don't grow apart by accident. They really can grow to stand tall together on purpose. And when you don't understand how to work your purpose, when you don't understand how you wired, your strengths, your weaknesses, your stressors, your communication style, your learning style, when you don't understand how to recognize red flares, when you out of esteem, how to fill your cup, how to fill your cup, how to fill your cup, how to get in esteem, when you don't recognize all of that for yourself, ain't no way in the world you can deal with somebody else because you can't even regulate your own self. And so I just know them 3 points, don't do them if you wanna have a successful relationship. Don't invest in none of those at all. Hey, look, that's my time. I appreciate you. But look, love is real, happiness is real, and so is teamwork. And we could do this thing. Hey, I'm Coach Ball.